But that maybe only is a small fraction of the moves you will use in fighting. So that part you got it, learning the form. But then the other part, how are you going to combine the external move with the internal move, the strategy, and the ability to understand the opponent, to detect, to feel what the opponent's energy level or what its intent is. All these are not in it.
These are things that deepen your own interior connectivity and availability of the body when you talk about feeling the opponent and sensing and seeing like that?
No, not that. It is the presence of another person. You cannot do it by yourself.
Right. No, that's what I was saying, that the value of that is that it increases the depth of your Tai Chi when you have martial art connection with someone else.
Well,
Because very few of us will have a street fight anymore. Very few of us.
I know.
It's not in our culture. We don't have Wild West guns.
Right.
If that is the goal, it sometimes concerns me that I'm thinking all these years you're practicing for the one time maybe somebody tries to trip you on the street. It has to be something deeper than that to carry you through your life.
I will not say that's any major impact on your Tai Chi form practice.
Wow.
No, it is not. Your learning is really something different.
It's something different.
Different, yes.
Got it.
It's one is a one body problem, the other is two body problem or multi-body problem.
I would imagine it must deeply increase your awareness and sensitivity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. It is. Yes, definitely. But as far as you improve your health viewpoint, learning the Tai Chi form itself and good at that, you got it. From the health side.
I've said to you that meeting you and coming back from a strong injury myself feels like the body has been wrapped, I've mentioned this to you, in a canoe that goes through the rapids and the rivers of life. That's what it feels like. When I first met you, just very briefly, only to illustrate what you were saying about ability and spontaneity, you are about 20 years older than I am. And when I first met you 15 years ago, I'm not quite sure when it was, maybe a little longer.
Oh, longer. I think,
Longer.
let's see.
We were in your basement. It was the second time I was meeting you face to face. And I knew you wanted me to focus a little bit on the martial art, bringing that into my work. Because I probably was overemphasizing very soft. And so here am I in your basement, don't really know me. I'm a bigger man than you are physically, younger even. I now put on some stupid face and I lifted my shoulders up and I started to march towards you. And I said, okay, Master, well, what you going to do? And all of a sudden I noticed you relax even more. And as I got closer, your arms dropped to your side. I said, come on, aren't you going to lift your arms up and get ready to fight? And you said, no. I was quite surprised. And you said, I will wait till...
Yeah, when you move, I move.
When you get closer,
Yeah,
I will see what you do.
right,
And because I am faster than you,
right.
and I'm also stronger in my use of force than you, I will simply wait.
Right.
That's a very profound thing, a very confident thing. That was very... and what was interesting was that there was zero aggression. What I felt like I was being deeply watched by the whole body was watching me. In fact, you said to me, please don't do something stupid because my body may react to you. Yes, that's very interesting.
Yeah. Then sometimes I may not have good control because it's my response.
The body is going to protect you.
Yeah. But you see, in that situation, still is so-called a martial artists fighting. Martial artists fighting is different. You set up date, okay, he is another martial artist and me, we're going to compete. Okay, that is different story.
Compete not to beat the person up.
Yeah,
That's not.
compete because you even don't know which one will win yet. Okay, because you have another martial artist who is also have good reputation. Okay.
Winning does not mean brutalizing and hurting the other person. Winning means a mastery over the other person.
Yeah, or you
what-
can continuously destabilize him.
To destabilize
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. The other person cannot find the footing, kind of thing, constantly off balance.
One of the things that I asked you about was, as a teacher, and which is, I have said to you, the glorious thing about you. I know you get a lot of compliments, but that you actually are a master of your form, of doing the form.
Yes.
I have a very good eye. I will say it's possibly my one real skill.
Uh-huh.
I see bodies. I see
Right.
them moving. You know
Yeah.
that I've been working with them for
Yeah,
many years.
right.
And when I first saw you, I thought, okay, that man is consistent. The movement is coherent. I have not seen one break in the continuity of his movement. That's quite something to see. That is the mastery. When you talk about internal energy and then you talk about chi, they're two separate things.
Yes, two separate things, but they kind of follow each other in the body. Energy, you can actually feel, the energy goes. The chi, you don't. So,
Wait, what do you mean by what you just said? You can actually feel it, but with the chi you don't. What does that mean?
the energy, you move your energy, the energy is moving in the body, you can feel it, the energy movement. But the chi is not. So, in teaching, we don't talk that much chi,
You
but
do
we
not.
just let you know your chi is naturally following your energy.
Don't
in
you
the
want to
body.
create a little bit of a mystery and a little bit of mysticism, a little bit of...
No.
No, you don't.
I know a lot of people talk about that a lot because
Yeah.
that's mysticism.
You could get students. You could
Yeah.
say, if you study with me, I will teach you the secrets of it.
Yes, but
Mhm.
no, we don't want to do that.
Why not? Is it
Yeah.
dishonest?
Well, yeah, you. Well, the energy you can still, show it goes to some places, and the energy gets to the hand or something, and the chi to show it is we have no actually the definite way to show demonstrate the chi yet.
There's no way to demonstrate it.
Definite. I mean, could be indefinite here and there, but it's not a systematic definite to demonstrate the chi.
I asked you years and years ago when we were at that Tai Chi workshop for the man
Yeah.
that had died, which was shocking to me, by the way. It was the first and last of them that I'd been to, except for yours.
Yeah.
Because I remember there were a group of people there that, when I listened in on the conversation, two things struck me. One, they were speaking broken Chinese English. I thought, that's very weird. And the second was that they kept on talking about how long they had been doing Tai Chi for. And again, that struck me as, it's not so much, there is a length of time. There is time. It takes time.
Yes.
But there's a quality of your time.
Oh yeah. The quality you do, doing what you do. Oh yeah.
How come you
if
distinguished yourself? Is it because of your teacher's quality that you
Oh
learned?
yeah. I was given a gift, a rare gift. That's why I have to treasure it and to pass it on. The people, you see, I wrote a book called discover the treasure, mainly the title, in learning the Tai Chi. I find that the early master who developed this, when I first learned it, I said, I just feel, it's very consistent set of theory, the logic is consistent, but when the time goes on, I'm gradually discover there's a little nuggets of treasure in it. I just never know in first time. The more I understand Tai Chi, the more it come out. So the treasure I have inherited just is really tremendous. There's so much stuff in it. The early master developed this with such a brain thinking process. Is really amazing.
Is it fair to say that Tai Chi and how it works in the body, on some level, is completely natural to the body?
Oh yes.
It's not artificial.
There's nothing artificial, right? Yeah. It's nothing artificial, and in fact, what they do in develop the art is to avoid all the artificial things and then keep the natural things together. And that's why I said all these famous athletes, they also can discover the same principle we are using through another way. But this is our natural optimal way of doing things. They learn it from other different way, but they come up with the same conclusion.
And yet you've said that that does not play out through the rest of their body life, just in the application in the sport for the most part, I would imagine.
Oh yeah. Right.
You are 90 years old?
Yeah.
Do you have any pain in your body?
No.
Do you sleep well?
I sleep very reasonable. Well, wake up in the middle of the night, but I go back to sleep. So total add up, I have enough sleep.
Do you have good energy in your body?
Not as much as before, but I still have pretty good energy. Yeah.
Is your mind wide awake? Yes. I'll answer that for you. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Huh. That dictum. Okay, I have a question for you. As you know, I have not been to any studios. I can only blame you for any of my faults. No, I'm only teasing you. My mislearning. But one of the things that I've been aware of is people saying that in Tai Chi you learn to move very slowly in order to develop great speed, and you learn to move very softly in order to develop great strength and application power. Say more about that.
Well, what you do is you practice slowly, develop your internal energy, okay? Because then you can go fast.
Why?
Because when you do fast, there's centrifugal force to carry your exterior arm, so forth, away from you and make you miss movement. In order to fast with the centrifugal force, you can steer your movement correctly. You have to have a strong internal energy to keep your hand, so forth, in place in the movement. But you cannot have build up the internal energy until you practice in the slow speed, build up your internal energy. Then you can go fast.